Okay, phone was dying. Had to plug it in. I'm on page 27. Where was I? Still reading. At Lowell High School, students' performance, attitudes, and behaviors. Mathematics achievement overview. On average, Lowell's students, n equals 154, reported on a questionnaire that their current grade in the mathematics class is a C, with 15% of students reporting a current grade of A, 27.9% reporting a current grade of B, 31.6% reporting a current grade of C, and 29.4% of students reporting a current grade of D or F. Generally, male students reported higher grades than females, roughly a B, compared with girls' average grade of C. Black girls and boys reported similar mathematics grades of C, but Latino boys reported slightly higher grades than Latino girls. Average grade of B minus for boys, C plus for girls. This contradicts national data that suggests that girls get better grades in math than boys, or it might reflect that boys may be more likely than girls to inflate their grades than when self-reporting. Mathematics attitudes, behaviors, and future plans. We asked students several questions about their mathematics attitudes and behaviors using a Likert scale. 1 equals strongly agree, 3 neutral, 1 equals strongly disagree, 3 neutral, 5 strongly agree. Generally, students report neutral feelings about mathematics. Like high school students nationally, they do not seem to particularly enjoy it, 2.88. Report that they are not very good at it, 2.70, and are not very apt to report that it is their favorite subject, 2.24. They do recognize that mathematics is important for their future. They agree that it is useful in everyday problems, 3.48, and they will use it in many ways as an adult, 3.82, and that it is important to know math to get a good job, 3.96, and to get into college, 4.31. In terms of their attitudes about their own math work specifically, they agree that they usually understand most of what is done in math class, 3.46. However, they do not spend a lot of time studying for math tests, 2.32. And they are neutral about time spent doing math homework, 3. Despite students' recognition that math is important, they are less likely to agree that they do better in math than most people, 2.63, and that people who share their race, ethnicity do well in math, 2.63. These last two findings are important to note because if students do not feel particularly efficacious in math, they may not put in the amount of effort required to do well in it. If teachers exhibit behaviors that suggest that they think mathematics is something you either get or you don't, students may think that their lack of success in math is due to an inherent lack of ability rather than a lack of effort. We also discovered some intriguing differences between male and female students in their mathematics beliefs and behaviors. Although boys report higher grades overall, girls are more comfortable than boys presenting math work in front of class, 48% versus 30%. Twice as many boys in the sample as girls reported that they enjoyed mathematics. 3 times as many boys as girls, 48.9 versus 16%, reported that they would consider majoring in math or a mathematically related field in college, While 23.3% of girls stated that they strongly agree that they were not very good at math, only 9.4% of boys agreed with this statement. Yet only 28% of boys reported that their friends would admire them for doing well in math, compared to 74% of girls. This will be discussed further in Chapter 2. In line with their slightly higher reported grades in math, male students more strongly agreed that they enjoy math than female students. 3.65 versus 2.56. T equals 4.918, with a P value less than 0.01. Male students also more strongly agree than do female students that their current math teachers would recommend them for an honors or advanced math course, and that their teachers think they are good at math. However, Black girls are more likely to report that their current teachers think they are good at math than are Latino girls, and Black boys are more likely to report that their current teacher cares about how well they do in class than are Latino boys. At Lowell, there are fewer attitudinal differences between Black boys and Black girls than there are between Latino boys and Latino girls. Both sets of boys are more likely to report that their teacher would recommend them for an honors and advanced class than the girls are. While boys are more confident in their mathematics ability than are the girls, and are slightly more likely to agree with the statement that boys are better than girls in mathematics, differences between Latino boys and Latino girls are more extensive. Latino boys report enjoying mathematics more and are more likely to agree that they usually understand most of what is happening in math class, that it is important to know math to get into college, that they do better in math than most people, and that math is their very favorite subject. The gender differences in attitudes and mathematics behaviors within ethnic groups reported by Lowell students, which are all statistically significant, are intriguing and may be related to differences in students' peer communities. The next chapter explores students' peer communities as well as other kinds of networks that support their mathematics development. So that's the end of Chapter 1. I'm going to start Chapter 2 in another video.